Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're doing the level 100 tank role quest in the Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail expansion. Dreams of a New Day. Tentoawa is eager to set a trap for Leophyne. Sir Handaloop still hasn't sent word. I guess the others might not be so enthusiastic about our plan. To them, the Cradle of the Sleepless is naturally still something to be feared, no matter how much faith they have in your strength. You'd be at Leophyne's mercy if she put you to sleep. Honestly, I don't blame them. Not even I imagine our treasure could be used for such evil. In Leophyne's hands, it's no more than an indiscriminate weapon. But that means when we get it back, we can turn it into something else. Something no one's ever thought of before. We can find a way to use it without forcing someone to spend their life in slumber. Of course, I agree with you, Tentoawa, but we have more pressing matters, namely a rogue knight to capture and a treasure to recover. Right, sorry, I got ahead of myself. Apologies for keeping you waiting so long. The Temple Knights have finally reached a decision concerning the delegation to the Sea of Clouds. And what have you decided? I am pleased to say that the Zundu have agreed to join forces with us. Together we shall drive back Leophyne should she attack. If her shadow darkens even an ilm of their homeland, our peaceful delegation shall turn into a fighting force at a moment's notice. We shall restore the Temple Knight's reputation and recover your artifact in one fell swoop. Thank you, Handaloop. We promise to do our part if Leophyne shows herself. She won't get away this time. We have but to hammer out the finer details. Once we are ready to depart, the first group of knights shall leave by airship. I'd ask you both to make your way to Zundu as soon as possible, so you may help plan our strategy. Going too. I can heal your wounds, and if it comes to it, my staff can bruise as well as a club. I'll gladly have you with us. I'm done taking on the world alone. I need you, Loazenikwe, and them too. We're stronger together than we could ever be apart. The cradle never would have been stolen if I'd realized that from the beginning. And I want you by my side to ensure I don't forget it. Well then, we better be off. I'm keen to meet this Chief Zundu Warriors. Go ahead and just teleport right on over there. Honor Netherling, you return to Zundu is as welcome as the arrival of spring. Someone who knows why you come. Wicked hearts seek to bring chaos to our home. And so the Zundu shall rise to its defense if needed. As the sun's rays chase away the shadows of night, the sun drop dance shall keep the tendrils of sleep at bay. Chief Zundu Warriors, it's an honor to meet you. I'm Tentoawa. This sun drop dance is as invigorating as you say. I'd love to see it for myself. The Zundu shall dance before Ishgard's warriors upon their arrival. Brave Tentoawa is welcome to join the proceedings. That was your original intent, right? I see. If we're to draw Leophyne out, it makes sense to pretend like nothing is amiss. Zundu Warriors unify their strength through the sun drop dance, and the sight is so fearsome that many choose to flee rather than fight. Netherling warriors may learn much from such an approach. Breaking the enemy's spirit avoids needless bloodshed. Yet all dancers must hone their skills before wild animals first. But the sun drop dance does not fail them at this most crucial moment. It is for that reason our dancers await at the outskirts of Zundu for the Netherlings' arrival. When the performance begins, it shall draw the attention of all like a roiling cloud coming over the horizon. Watch carefully for any who would take advantage of that moment. After the dance is finished, Netherlings will present the Zundu with... Chief Zundu, Netherling ship appears in the skies like sun shower hurtling toward Earth. Swiftly it descends, crashing down near Zundu dancers. Ship's markings are Ishgardian. Zundu are unhurt, but wounded Netherlings pour from vessel. The Temple Knights were coming by airship, right? All Leophyne had to do was lull the pilot to sleep. She saw right through us. Now we're back on the back foot. Great winds can alter even a raging river's course. What matters is to stand strong and move forward, and now we must offer aid to the Netherlings who come as guests. Right, let's go. This is the line of work of the cradle. Leophyne can't be far. Must tend to the wounded, but I won't let her escape again. This ends today, one way or the other. There you are, Leophyne. You came all this way just to greet me? Oh, I am honored. I only hope my gift was satisfactory. 'Twas a shame you will not see Ishgard crumble. Alas, I can scarcely suffer rats to scurry about my feet, threatening to gnaw away at my carefully laid plans. At least you bear witness to the dying breath of the Temple Knights. Flagging honor. We'd sooner see the wrecked airship soar again than their reputation return to its former glory. Yet even I did not foresee that the Zundu would be in the ship's path. The fury favors me. For who now would trust a nation so careless as to put their neighbors at risk? Everyone knows you're behind this. People won't turn on each other so easily. Oh, I didn't see you there. The shut-eye, wide awake. Doubly honored I am that you came all the way just to meet your end. Enough, we're taking the cradle back. We won't let your evil continue any longer. Such bold words. If I recall correctly, your people reaped great benefits from this artifact's power. All at the cost of someone's waking life. Your life. Pray do not misunderstand me. That was not meant to be a denouncement of your people. On the contrary, they have my utmost respect. We are bound by our very nature. No matter how mighty we become, we are slaves to the whims of sleep. Yet this artifact can sunder those shackles and grant true freedom. It makes its wielder stronger and the enemies weak. A perfect weapon, if you ask me. I can't say whether the cradle is right or wrong. I only know that a life lived at the cost of another is no life at all. You're right about one thing. We are bound by our nature. That doesn't shackle us. It brings us together. And whether I'm asleep or awake, as long as Loazenikwe is by my side, that's the life I want. She's exhausted the cradle's power in the Temple Knights. This is our chance. No plan is without its wrinkles, I suppose. Fortunately, I prepare for all contingencies. The Unchivalrous. That's a name. You had the opportunity to live a quiet life, but I will not give it again. This time I shall send you into a slumber from which you will never wake. Give back the cradle or we'll take it back. Obla's residual, take it if you dare. Now wash away darkness of sleep with Sundrop Dance. Bring your asses over here. When does the sun drop dance? Netherling's warriors awaken! We're going to dance sleep away. Everyone's awake. Why am I cursed in comments? Very well, dance with me, Wide Eye. The artifact swells with power. It begs to be released. Now you shut your eyes for the final time. Take a last glimpse of the waking world. I'll protect you until my last breath. None can resist my power. Alright, but what about Tentoawa? It doesn't seem to work. It was a good thought, though. I think I was supposed to block that. On your feet, Tentoawa, it's your duty as the Wide Eye. What? I was asleep? Oh, you owe my life, thank you. Zundu, go to help allies. May Zephyr winds guide you to victory. No! Sleep is inexorable. How are you doing this? Or how are they doing this? No one said I was good at playing tank. Oh, you stubborn. You may have won today, but this is not over. Yes, it is. Damned fool. Now! No! Say goodnight, Leophyne. Well, at least the Griffin's got a long time it has an opportunity to save her. What I watch is eternal, and eternal is the sleep it bestows. We finally stopped her. Yes, but we have someone else to worry about. Wake up, are you alright? Ah, only she would smile at a time like this. She's awake. Your work is done. You did a commendable job as our shield, and now you can lay down your burden. It's thanks to your bravery that I was able to deal the final blow to Leophyne. With the cradle back in her possession, I think we can consider this expedition across the seas to be a success. The Zundu helped us gather the wounded and see them safely off to Ishgard. We couldn't have done it without you. Netherlings protect allies as fiercely as Galley Cat protecting kittens. The Zundu are moved by your might. You are equally as impressive. I should learn the Sundrop dance myself, though I won't strike a figure half as fierce as yours. The Zundu seem to have everything well in hand, and Handaloop is likely eager to see us. We should return to Ishgard as soon as we can. Excuse me. Ah, the heroes of the day have returned. Thanks to your valor, the threat Leophyne posed is no more. What's more, not a single life was lost. On behalf of the Temple Knights, allow me to express my utmost gratitude to you all. You don't owe me any thanks. After all, it was my fault that the cradle was stolen in the first place, and ultimately my fault that your delegation was to Zundu turned into a melee. It may be true that our visit to the Sea of Clouds was far from peaceful, but the bond between the Zundu and Temple Knights has only deepened through overcoming mutual adversity. Blessings often take inscrutable forms. And while we know not whether Leophyne yet lives, we do know that she can no longer reach the source of her ill-gotten powers. We have little more to fear from her. With the crisis behind us, the common folk no longer have aught to fear. We will make known the story of Leophyne's schemes, and the heroes who work to foil them. And in time I hope that trust in our order will be restored. The Temple Knights shall continue to build relations with our neighbors for years to come. Relations which shall form the foundation for Ishgard's future. We'd be honored if we could count you among our allies in this endeavor. Anything you need, simply call upon us. We'll be there, no questions asked. With that, it's time we returned home. It's been an honor. When passing through Tulial on our way back, if you have business in those parts, we'd like to speak with you at Zabalyev Tai before setting off. See you soon, hopefully. Okay, time to wrap this particular quest up. There you are. I was afraid we wouldn't see you before we left. Arrived not long ago and praised Baruch Evu of everything that happened. This is as long as I spent away from our village, but even though Tuliolo and Ishgard were like entirely different worlds to me, I was only ever treated with kindness. Is anything the matter to Tentoawa? Nothing, it's just something I've been thinking about. Our people have always been self-sufficient, but the Ishgarians and Zundu showed that looking to your neighbor can reveal a way through the harshest difficulties. And you heard Handaloop, the bond between Ishgard and Zundu was only made deeper through their shared ordeal. To trust another to such a degree, I think it's a goal we should all strive toward. We have at least one friend like that, don't we? She who bent her ears to every note of the narwhal's lullaby without a shade of fear in her eyes. Thank you. For believing in us, for believing that no matter the outcome, your actions would not be in vain. In so doing, you taught me the worth of fighting alongside allies you can trust. You're right, it's our faith in our allies and their faith in us that gives us the courage to protect each other. But approaching someone with open arms doesn't mean they'll accept you. Relations between our people and our neighbors have been strained by generations of mistrust. We must take care to mend them properly. If we can do that, and learn to look towards the future hand in hand, then there will be no need to use the cradle ever again. People will sleep and dream untroubled, and awaken with bright eyes. I want to see those days come to pass. Me too. Then you and I can finally spend more time together. Right, of course. If we're going to see this future, then we should get back to our village. They'll be overjoyed to see the cradle returned. Thank you for everything. Next time we meet, may we both have good news to share. And so that was the end of the tank role quest line. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here this afternoon for this little video here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again either for another video here on YouTube or maybe one of our mini streams over on Twitch where we stream on pretty much a daily basis at this same channel name. Till then though, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and have a good night.